What's the hardest part about being the straight A student when your sister's the teen mom? My sister Chloe got pregnant at 16. I was 14 and had just made honor roll for the 8th time in a row. Nobody noticed because we were too busy converting the basement into a nursery. For the next 4 years, every conversation started with how's Chloe doing. Every family dinner revolved around babysitting schedules and formula prices. My parents introduced me as Chloe's sister, like that was my only identity. I got into National Honor Society and my mom couldn't come to the ceremony because the baby had a doctor's appointment. I won the state science fair and my dad missed it because Chloe needed him to watch Mason while she took her GED test. I was valedictorian and my parents sat in the back row at graduation because they had to take turns walking the hallway with a fuss toddler. I told myself it didn't matter that one day colleges would see my worth even if my family didn't. But when early acceptance letters started coming, I had to turn down Yale because my parents couldn't afford it. All their savings had gone to diapers and just go to community college for 2 years. Mom said Chloe did, and she's doing fine. Chloe was not doing fine. She was working at Target and taking 1 class a semester while living in our basement, but she was trying and that's all. My parents saw their brave daughter raising a baby alone. Meanwhile, I was invisible, the straight A student who didn't need help or attend or celebration, just the backup babysitter and the example of what not to do. I went on a partial scholarship and worked 3 jobs to pay for the rest. I studied in the library until midnight, then worked the campus coffee shop. At 5 a.m., I graduated summa cum laude with a computer science degree, and nobody from my family came, because Mason had a soccer game. I got a job at a tech startup making good money, and my parents asked if I could help with Chloe's car payment. I moved into my own apartment, and they asked why I was wasting money on rent when I could live at home and help with Mason. Everything was about Chloe and Mason, always. Then, 5 years after graduation, Chloe called me crying, "Can you come to my office? I need help with a presentation." "Your office?" "I didn't tell you I started a company." I drove to this beautiful place building downtown and found Chloe in a corner office with her name on the door, CEO of a meal planning app for single parents. "When did this happen?" "I've been building it for 3 years. We just got $5 million in funding 3 years. Why didn't you tell me you were busy with your important job and your perfect life?" "Perfect life? I work 70 hours a week and eat cereal for dinner. But you gotta go to college. Normally you gotta be young. I was never young. I was studying while you were living." That's when she showed me her investor deck pictures of her journey from teen mom to CEO the night studying while Mason slept the coding boot camp she did online, the first customer she found at the playground. You learn to code YouTube University, same place I learned to raise a kid and run a business. But everyone always helped you. Everyone helped with Mason. Nobody helped with me. I was just the cautionary tale. The mistake except for you. I never helped you were the only one who still expected things from me. You'd get mad when I missed deadlines. You'd tell me to try harder. Everyone else just patted my head and said I was doing my best. I sat in her office crying because I'd spent so many years resenting her for taking all the attention, when really she'd been invisible too, just in a different way. We were both just trying to be enough. She said you built a $5 million company while raising a kid alone. You graduated top of your class while working 3 jobs. Mom and Dad have no idea. Do they still think I work at Target? And you're wasting your degree. We laughed until we cried. Now Chloe's company, we're 50 million, and I'm CTO at my own startup. We have lunch every week and joke about our parents, still asking when we're going to get real jobs.